So I made an experiment and I made 5 tracks in 24 hours. I've done this for a very interesting video that, by the way, it'll be around here or in the description or at the end of the video. And I wanted to know if writer's block is still a thing, if it's a myth or if it's something that you can avoid. I think you should watch that video. In the video I literally wake up, had breakfast while I was recording and I just started. I made 5 songs with some breaks in between because you need to rest your ears, you know? Actually, I recommend you watching that video, of course. But when you force yourself to feel inspired in a way and to have a pressure not only in terms of time, because I had 24 hours to make 5 tracks, but also, like I usually do, I always try to make the best as I can. So after finishing this, I realized that I learned such good things that I want to share now. So for some tracks, or at least at the beginning, I knew some of the genres or what I wanted to do, but I knew that for this channel it was going to be hard the last few tracks, because I knew I was going to be tired and probably out of inspiration. And if you watch that video, you'll see that in the 3rd or 4th tracks, I didn't really feel like producing. I just wanted to rest, play video games, to watch Netflix, whatever. But producing was the last thing I wanted to do. And I can force myself to produce, of course. And whatever lies here is when you're not feeling like producing, but you still want to, whether it's for making something, feel productive, or just improve your skills, you might want to try different genres. I made 5 tracks, I tried 5 different genres. And with this, we go to the point number 2. Try genres that you've never tried. You have no idea like the inspiration that this can give you, or maybe you find something pretty unique because you never done a genre and you probably produce it with the sounds or techniques of the genres you're most used to, if that makes sense. Similar to the genre side, as you probably know, I'm the ex-guy. I have a company called Ofive Sounds, where with a couple of producers we sell premium sample packs for different genres. When I record videos, let's say that I make future house, I will use the future house pack. If I make deep house, I'll use deep house pack. Same for tech house and so on. Whatever lies in this video is like those packs are still great, and when you're producing a genre, you need the right sounds, and actually that's the message we want to spread with Ofive. But it's really nice to use sounds from different genres. In this video I was stuck. I didn't really know how to make the 3rd track, in which direction go, and I opened a random pack. I think it was Future Rave, which made no sense for the type of vibe that I had. And I found some pretty cool leads that gave me inspiration, and I made a future house track out of those leads. So yeah, all I can say is that maybe experimenting with different things and sounds helped me find more inspiration. Another point, and I took the note here because I think it's pretty cool for the future. It's not something that I really found in the video, but try to use sounds or sound design techniques, or I don't know, like create sounds from scratch from time to time. Find a random sample and make and start adding a bunch of effects or so, reverse them, do whatever you want, but try to make it sound good or to add it to the track. By doing this, you're not only adding something, but you're adding something unique to the track that you made and no one else has that sample. And I've done this with the fart sound, for example, in the video. If you haven't watched it yet, for these 5 tracks I had to use one random sound. I use a fart sound, I use for funny effects, I use a telephone sound, and even a meow sound. Pretty funny, you should watch it. I'll probably use this a lot more in my productions to keep that unique touch in the track. Another thing that I done in the video, I use different plugins or different tools that I don't really use. For mixing my leads and stuff, I always go for kind of the same elements, but when you try to do more sound design-ish stuff, I open and I try different plugins that I never open, for example. And this is something that I recommend you, especially if you're stuck or if you're starting a song, if you find a lead and you want to make it more interesting, just add a random effect or open a random plugin to see what you can find. Because this could be the spark that helps you go out of that writer's block, which we don't even know if it's still a thing, you know? Another and very important and valuable point, and it's pretty controversial, I know, and is that using MIDIs, loops, construction kits is more than okay to make music. In the video, I'm using the Ofive EDM MIDI bundle, which if you don't know, is a pack with 500 EDM MIDI melodies. I made some of the track using those MIDIs, but I think for the last track, I dragged one of these MIDIs. I changed it enough to make it my own, you know? Like I deleted the melody, I took the chords, I changed the rhythm, and I actually changed some of the chords. So actually I made my own melody out of a MIDI. But what I can say about this is that I had nothing. I was drained of inspiration. I don't even know if that expression makes sense, but I have no inspiration at that moment because it was the last track. And from zero inspiration, I got chords and I made something out of this. So I found the inspiration that I needed. And actually, many producers use MIDIs, loops, whatever, or even they steal them from other tracks. So, bro, do it. One extra point here that I realized at the moment of writing the bullet points here, I tend to compare myself a lot when I'm producing. Let's say I'm producing Future House, I compare myself with pretty good producers. For some reason, I don't compare myself with producers like Brooks, Mike Williams, like the top producers, but more on a kind of my level, let's say. When I'm doing this, I feel like shit because they are amazing producers and it's a genre that I don't really produce. So for this challenge, I kind of forgot about that because my goal was to finish and make tracks, not to make them as original as I could or as good as I can, you know? Actually, this is a thing that I've talked in this video. It's a video where I've struggled a lot and I found frustration at the time of producing. It's pretty interesting, so you might want to check that out. So if there's a point that I want you to take out of this video, it's this one. Think it this way, like the inspiration is in your mind. So you want your mind to be clean as you can, so you can focus on just producing, making music, you know, like giving the space for the inspiration. If you have something else, and especially things that add pressure to you, like comparing yourself, like trying to make it perfect, you're filling your mind with negative thoughts, which will drain your energy and inspiration. And another point I want to share here is try to challenge yourself. I tried this challenge and I felt pretty good, not because of the tracks, but because of getting out of my comfort zone. I think I learned a lot, not only the things that I mentioned right here, but also in terms of music production or music techniques, whatever. But try to challenge yourself. I don't know, make a sound design challenge, a melody every day, even if you don't feel like doing it. I don't know, challenge yourself and get out of your comfort zone. You'll have great results and that's guaranteed. So let me know what you think about this. So hey, if you watch this, I really hope this was helpful. I really wish I've heard this when I was starting. So if you found it valuable some way, I appreciate your subscription. It's completely free. It helps me a lot to bring more value. And actually, let's be honest, it's quite cool to have many followers or many subscribers. So yeah, please subscribe. So I leave the video that I'm talking about here. You should check it out if you haven't. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, so just click there. My name is this guy. Oh, by the way, this is completely out of topic, but there's many free sample packs in the description if you want to check. Yeah, click here now. See you there. Bye.